What's going on, everybody? TaylorMade Hoops, live and direct, coming to you once again with TaylorMade Hoops Coaches Corner. Today, I have a very, very special guest, a trio of we got some some of the top young coaches in the state of Texas, guys. Matter of fact, these three guys are great, great coaches. They had new positions, new locations now. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. I'm speaking about no other than Coach Gerald Booker, new head coach at Rowlett High School, Coach Cedric Griffin, new head coach at Lincoln High School, and Coach Gerald Smith, new coach at the great James Madison High School. Hey, how y'all doing today, gentlemen?
Doing pretty good.
It is, man.
Doing good.
All right, man. Hey, like I said, man, glad to have you guys on today. The objective of points of conversation, we'll be talking about you guys' background. We'll talk a little bit of basketball, a little offensive, defensive philosophies, and talk about your new teams. All right. First question, guys, I'm gonna ask to my main man, Gerald Booker. Coach, give us a little bit of background about yourself. Where did you grow up, Coach, and your athletic and educational journey, Coach Book?
I grew up here in Dallas. I went to Lancaster High School, graduate 2000. Played ball there, got a scholarship to Hill College, played there slightly, came home, went to Cedar Valley. Finished going to college at UTA and got a master's at Grand Canyon University.
Oh man, hey, the thing I'm most impressed with, Coach, man, is you said you got that master's, man. That's what it's all about, man. Seriously, Coach, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, Coach. All right, hey, Coach Smith, Coach Gerald Smith, I'm asking the same question, Coach. Where did you grow up, Coach, and your athletic and educational journey, Coach?
Okay, well, I was born and raised in Shreveport, Louisiana. Graduated from Southwood High School in 1999. Been living here in Dallas since 2000. Started off at University. After Grambling, I ended up finishing from Paul Quinn College, received my master's degree from Lamar University. Pretty much educational-wise, that kind of wraps it up. Coaching-wise, been coaching 17 years. Been an assistant for 17. This is my first year actually being a head coach, so I've been assistant for a long time.
Okay. Hey, Coach Griffin, man. Hey, go ahead and let everybody know, Coach, where did you grow up in your athletic and educational journey, Coach Griff?
Yeah, I'm from South Dallas.
Yes, sir.
Went to graduated from Lincoln. Played at graduated 2004. Played at A&M Commerce for 4 years under great Sam Walker. Was the head coach, was an assistant coach for 3 years at Pinkston, then was the head coach for 7 years at Pinkston, where we enjoyed a little bit of success. And now I'm starting my first year at the legendary Lincoln High School, where I graduated from.
All right, Coach. Hey, man, Coach, no doubt, Coach. Like I always like to do, Coach, I'm going to give everybody a little background and story and history on all you guys, because I try to explain to folks that seriously, Coach, when I do stuff like this, Coach, it's based upon relationships. People always ask me, Coach, why you choose certain people, what have you. It's basically because, hey, I go with people, that rock with me, man. Y'all been big supporters of me always. Start with Coach, man. Me and Coach Booker were laughing off camera, man. Me and Coach Booker, we go way back 2004. When I was coaching at Pinkston, was the freshman coach. He was the freshman coach at Hillcrest with Coach Vaughn. And man, story goes on, man. After that, man, me and him, we coached together with the Dallas Mustangs, man, back in 2011. So me and Coach Book go way back. Me and Coach Smith, man, we go way back 2004. I met him. He still was in college at Paul Quinn. When I coached over at Pinkston with his brother in 04. Then once again, me and Coach Smith coached together at Pinkston in 2011. Coach Griff, man, big fan of yours, man. Watched you in high school, man. Watched you in college when I used to go down there to practices when Coach Walker there. He used to have them clinics down there in Commerce, man.
Yep.
Just come down there watch you guys practice, man. So like to say, being a big fan of yours, man. I always just like to explain this so guys understand, man, that it's about relationship, man. It's about relationships, man. All right, well, I ain't gonna hold you guys up, man. Enough about me, because it's all about you guys. Once again, you viewing into TaylorMade Hoops Coaches Corner. I got Coach Gerald Booker, head coach at Rowlett High School. Coach Sid Griffin, head coach at Lincoln High School, and Coach Gerald Smith, head coach at Madison High School. Coach Griffin, let
Yes,
me
sir.
ask this, Coach. When did you realize that you wanted to be a coach, Coach Griffin? When did that coaching bug hit you, man?
Man, I say probably when I finished at Commerce 2009, man, I started working at the Park and Rec. Started working with little kids, man. That's when it started, man. I started training a lot of kids that was going to different high schools like Lincoln and over there at Spruce. So I was working out a lot of kids, and then I would kind of work with my old coach, Coach Tony, with the Mustang, just helping out, working with them. So, you know, I kind of got that bug at that time. It probably really crept in my last couple years at Commerce, man, because like I said, I played for Great Sam Walker, and I learned a lot about the game from him. And it kind of, you know, it kind of gave me that itch right then.
Okay, okay. Well, Coach Booker, Coach, same question, Coach. When did you realize you wanted to be a coach? When that coaching bug hit you, Coach Book?
Coaching bug hit me probably during the end of my playing career at Cedar Valley. You get to spend some time on that bench watching. You get to see things and figure things out and start making decisions yourself. I was actually offered a job at Cedar Valley upon graduating from Cedar Valley, but decided to go ahead and pursue finish my education and go on to get an education and start the high school coaching. He was an assistant at Cedar Valley, head coach at the time. Actually, I liked to coach with him. He wasn't in good. He wasn't one of my favorite people at that time, so I had to respectfully decline. And went on and went to college, finished my education, and was able to get on in Hillcrest with Coach Harris, and was able to learn a lot from him. Coach Tony Johnson, like I said, gave me my first start though that summer before with the Dallas Mustangs, and I really appreciate that.
Hey, no doubt, man. It's just funny, man, how whenever guys, when I interview people, man, I was interviewing Coach Josh Pastner, a couple other guys, and everybody mentioned Coach Tony, man, and just, you know, how he gave, you know, everybody a start, man, how he just looked out for people, man. Definitely one of the legends in the game, good people. We all know crazy as you know what, man, but good people, hard in the right direction, man. Definitely helped me out. I wouldn't be where I was if it weren't for Coach Johnson, neither. Hey, haven't forgot about your Coach Smith. Coach Smith, tell me, when did you realize that you want to coach?
You know what? I probably have to say when I moved to Dallas, my brother was the assistant basketball coach at Kimball at the time,
Okay.
and they were playing against Lincoln. And you know, one thing growing up in Louisiana, seeing basketball in Louisiana is totally different from basketball in Texas. So they were playing Lincoln, and that's the year Lincoln went 40-0 that year, and
Mm-hmm.
AC Hall and Eton and all them was on the team. Man, I just fell in love with the atmosphere and just how the game was being played. And you know, pretty much, man, I changed my major right then.
Hmm.
Like at that going into that spring, man, I ended up changing my major. And you know, I told Nick this is what I want to do. He told me everything I needed to do. And pretty much that's how I got into coaching. And then also too, my pops, my dad was my AAU coach. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, by having that, you know, I saw how he helped kids within his AAU program. You know, got a chance to play with some really good players back then. I just saw how many kids he touched and helped too as well.
Okay, okay. Hey guys, once again, for my viewers tuning in, TaylorMade Hoops Coaches Corner. I got three of the best young coaches in the city. Well, matter of fact, I feel in the state of Texas, man, on right now. Coach, man, we're gonna move on to the next question. I'm gonna pick on Coach Booker. Coach Booker, let me ask this, Coach. Who influenced you the most as a coach?
That's a good question. Influenced me the most. I've had a lot of influence. Had the honor of working under two of the Dallas ISD greats, Von Harris and James Mays.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up a lot from Snoop, Coach Snoop. Picked up a lot from Coach Wright. Like Gerald just said, my dad influenced a lot. Coach Graham, Coach Ham, but obviously the one that had the biggest influence on me is Ben Von Harris. I was able to spend 8 years as his assistant at Hillcrest. Not even that though. He was my basketball coach when I was in the 8th grade.
Wow.
So
Okay.
he really had an impact on me further than more than just coaching. And so to have the honor to work with him and get to learn from him, that's really impacted me and going forward in coaching and in life.
Okay, man. Hey, Coach Griffin, man, who influenced you the most as a coach?
Man, I started my journey. So first I was assisting under Anthony McGee for a year, man. He taught me a lot about the professionalism of the sport, just how to handle yourself on and off the court. I worked under Coach Ham for 2 years. It was a great experience learning under him, man. Got a wealth of basketball knowledge, and we always talk about basketball to this day.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, MJ the GOAT, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so with that, but plus, man, I played for a lot of great coaches, man. Like I played for Coach Tony, I played for Coach Wes Grandstaff for Team Texas. I played for Coach Bishop, which is probably one of the greatest offensive-minded coaches I ever played for.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Doug, Coach Pleasant, man. But probably the most influential for me as a coach, man, has probably been Coach. And I didn't coach under him, but he always giving me a lot of knowledge. Coach Graham, that was a coach at Skyline, man. He coaching with Stop. Every time I talk to him, he kind of give me a lot of, nuggets about the game of basketball, man. And yeah, I say him, man, but along with everybody else.
Okay. Hey, Coach Smith, same question, Coach. Who influenced you the most as a coach?
Okay. One, I would have to say, man, my brother, Nick. I was fortunate. He gave me my first job coaching over at Pinkston with him, and as well as Anthony McGee. McGee was more, he's more of a defensive minded guy. Him and Nick different. Nick is more of an offensive minded guy. So being with Nick, it was a lot of offensive driven. McGee was the defensive guy. Now when McGee became the head coach, I kind of transformed more into a defensive guy because that's what's mostly what he was preaching, a lot of defense with that. Then also, just taking bits and pieces from coaches over the past few years. I fell in love with the 1-3-1 for like the longest, and that's because I had got that from what was this Greg Marshall at Wichita State at the time. Then with Kelvin Sampson, we go to his workshops, his coaching clinics every year, and I think I probably ask the most questions, and I'm so detailed on everything that I want to know defensively. So I take bits and pieces from college guys, high school coaches as well. But you really learn more from the guys that you're around. So I was around Nick the most, more than anything. I think I did 2 years with McGee, but you're talking about that other 15 been with Nick. So yeah, you kind of end up almost thinking kind of like him on some things he would do and how he would kind of run things. But man, I've learned from a lot of coaches. I can't even say or name all of them, but I know one thing, man. Anytime somebody's got a clinic going on, I'm always trying to go because you have to be able to change with the group, with the style of players that you have. You have different groups every so many years. You got to be able to accommodate on what they can do.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt, man. Well, guys, once again, I appreciate you guys being on, man. We're gonna move on to the next question, man. Talk about because we all know it's the players of the game. You guys are great coaches, but hey, we're gonna keep it real. Got to have good players, man. Got to have players. So I'm gonna ask you first. No, hey, I'm gonna tell you, man. You got to have some players, man. You better have some players.
Hey, you sound like Roy Williams, man. When he said,
Hey, man, hey, man, I've been bugging y'all, sending y'all, videos I've been with the college coach. Hey, man, every coach I talk to, man, they say the same thing. John Spencer said it, Sean Wood said it, Patrick D said it, man. They all say, you got to have players, coach. You got to have players, man. Well, let me ask you guys. Let me ask this, Coach Smith. I'm gonna start with you, man. Since I see your face, man. Who are some of the great players that you have coached that are playing or played collegiately or professionally, coach, over your years?
yeah. Tony Mitchell, probably the
Okay.
first. After that, Jawan Evans. Got a chance to coach Bill Morris, Chauncey Gibson. Oh man, I'm trying to think about it because there's it's like 60 guys that have received scholarships. That I've Ollie Jackson played at Pinkston. Devon Hunter, he signed JUCO. I'm just trying to think about like the Kimball kids.
Hey,
Got a chance to coach.
hey, Jerry, I'm about to get on you. Now, you know they're going to watch the video. If you don't mention him, man, when you see him, you go, Jackie, you got to mention Demarius Suge Jones, baby.
Oh yeah, Suge, man, by far, man. That's one of the realest I'd have ever had to coach. Suge, Desmond Jones, man, Lamario Harris, Bean. You talk about, man, it's a boat. That's why I say it's really hard. I would have to have a list in front of me, which I do have in my phone, but it's close to 60 guys.
Okay.
Scholarships while I was an assistant coach. And when I say those guys were some players, I'll probably say the one that was the quietest out of all of those players, I'd probably say Jawan Evans. Didn't really talk, real quiet. He was a leader. Wasn't real vocal. He just kind of led by his play and how he carried himself every day. Stayed in the gym. Kind of remind me of T-John. Him and T-John have the same work ethic, but T-John is more of a vocal leader. Got a chance. DeCannon Wilkware, who's at UTEP right now, played at Lee Junior College. Got a chance to coach him for 2 years. So, man, when I say some players, fortunate to have those players, and they all were coachable. That's one thing I can say about it. And then as a coach, certain players you have to coach a little bit differently sometimes too as well.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Hey, Coach Griffin, man, South Dallas finest, man. Don't fall asleep on me over there, baby. Go ahead, man. Let me know who are some of the great players that you coach that are playing or play collegiately or professionally, Griff.
So I coached Larry Russ, probably one of the guys that came when I first started at Pinkston, man. I attached myself to as a point guard with him, man, working with him. Coached the kid Samaj Hart, played at SFA, was their highest ranked signee in their history of the school. I coached guys like Bryce Dixon, man, who's doing his thing still in high school. Coach Jalen Dean Vines, who's right now he's playing in the OT league, going to Vanderbilt. Coach guys like Desmond Jones. Coach a kid Rashad Simpson, who's at a JUCO D1 JUCO in Florida right now. He doing good. Just talked with him. But probably, and I coached Wayne Perry, coach Jakari Westbrook, who's at Lee College right now doing his thing. But probably, a lot of people don't know, man, the hardest working kid I probably ever coached right now, who's in the G League, the youngest pro ever, Dink Pate, man. Like,
sir,
he was always in the gym, always wanted to get better. And no matter what we did, from all the fundamentals, basics that he didn't like to do, he would do it like he liked to do it. And he always showed growth, in the gym with us, with the work. He was a leader. He was always on time. And, he's going to end up being a top 5 pick next year because of it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, no doubt, Griff, man. And just like man, I know some people, like you say, that's in the profession or what have you, man, and talk to some scouts, and no doubt, man. Matter of fact, my uncle's a scout for the Mavericks, man. He told me a story about when he came to see him play, man, when they're playing the Mavericks G League team. He was talking with Spud, and he had me laughing. He said, because the first game he came to see Dink play, they was playing him off the ball or what have you. He said that particular game, he said he could tell Dink could shoot, but the shots weren't falling, what have you. He said, but the next game he came to see him play, Griff, Dink was playing at the point on the ball. He said Dink was coming down, boom, boom, dropping down. He said he looked at Spurs. Oh yeah, that kid a top 5 pick, man.
Hey,
No
but
doubt.
you know what's crazy though, man? When I got him, man, when he came over, a lot of people was, dogging me, man, for putting him on the point, putting him on the ball, man. But I just saw something that he had, man. He had a special knack for the game. And, I'm not one of those guys who look at size and be like, that's where you are. I look at your skill set. I look at what you have overall. And I said, you know what? Nah, you my point guard. You the point guard. And, it worked out in the end, man. I think a lot of people that was, saying I was crazy for it, they probably, you know what I'm saying, you know.
It's all good, Griffin. Hey, you know, it's part of the culture, baby. People always go question you, man. It's the only profession where people feel they can question you, man. I can't go on nobody else's job and tell them how to make a sandwich, man. You know, but
Yeah.
they can tell us what how to do our jobs, man. Hey, Book, don't fall asleep on me, baby. Coach Book, tell me, who are some of the great players that you coach that are playing collegiately or professionally, Coach Book?
Most of my coaching, like I said, I've been doing this for a while. Started in 2005. A lot of mine came from doing the AAU ball, the summer ball. You know, so it's a lot of them. I can just name a few. One that's gonna ring a good bell with you is Titus Rubles.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Titus Rubles, LeBron Nash, Will Cook was at Hillcrest with me. Colin Owens when I was at South Oak Cliff. I'll be remiss if I don't add to a couple of Rowlett kids I coached back in the day, Jeffrey Curl, Nathan Hawkins, Michael Kalawala.
Yes, sir.
I've just been blessed to be around a lot of talent, a lot of kids throughout my time.
Oh yeah. And I'm telling you one thing, man. I was gonna teach you, hey, that talent, boy, make you look good. Them plays look good, boy. We got that talent, baby.
Hey, make it look like you really know what you're talking about.
All right. Hey, man, I'm having a good time, as y'all can tell, man. Just hanging out on Coach's Corner, man, with Coach Gerald Booker, head coach over at Rowlett High School, Coach Gerald Smith, head coach at Madison High School, and Coach Cedric Griffin over at Lincoln High School. Hey, next question, guys. We're gonna talk a little bit basketball, man. I'm gonna start off with Coach Booker. Coach Booker, what is your offensive and defensive philosophy, Coach? How do you like to play, Coach Book?
My offense philosophy is my offense and defense pretty much is adaptive. Like everybody done pretty much said on here, you got to have dudes in order to play the way you want to play.
Okay.
Of course, I like to get up and down all the time, but if you don't have them players, sometimes you got to control them possessions. And that's where that knowledge from being with Von Harris, it kicks in. A lot of people like to say Von stalled that ball. And when I first got there, that's what I was thinking too. He's stalling the ball. So it ain't too much stalling the ball. It's just strategy. If I got it, you can't score it.
There you go.
If I don't have the guns you got on the floor, I can't run with you. So let me get to what best I can and get the good possession and get the best shot I can out this possession. But but I like to push the tempo, up tempo, but try to get the best shot I can whenever we're playing defensively. I like to put a lot of pressure on teams, but change defense often, try to throw players off. Most high school guards, it takes them 2 or 3 times up the floor to realize the defense has changed. So I like to throw a lot of different things at people. Just try to confuse them a little bit, but keep the pressure on as much as we can.
Okay. All right, Coach Griffin, tell me, Coach, what's your offensive defensive philosophy, Coach? How do you like to play?
Hey man, you know, it's a thing I say with my kids, man. We're gonna defend, rebound, and run, right? So I said, but I tell them we're gonna do it at elite level. So defensively, I'm all about pressing the ball, trying to wear down your point guard if you got a good point guard like that, trying to wear him down throughout the game. I'm sending everything to the sideline, baseline, and we got our rotations intact. So we real particular on our rotations off that off sending everything to the sideline, baseline. No middle drives, offensively. Man, I like to get out in transition, but I say this a lot. I know a lot of people say, Coach Griff team play with a lot of freedom, but we work on those certain situations on how to drive. If we got a field behind, baseline drill, 4-5 cut, baseline cut. So a lot of that stuff is gonna be out of flow in transition. We call it flow. And then we got our quick hitters, that I done built over the time with certain players I had. Like Booker said, man, you adapt to what you have. So the quick hitters gonna come based off the guys I have. So, I might have different live actions for guys if I have those athletes. I might have shooting quick hitters. Quick hitters for threes for guys that are good shooters. I might have opportunity where I got a guard or a big that can post up. I got some post up actions for
Okay.
And just a lot of misdirections within it.
Okay, man. You got me over here, man. Hey, I'm over here, man. I wish I had my pen and paper, man. I'll be stealing some of this stuff, man. Hey, now for real, man. I like that. I like that. Seriously, coach. I like what both you guys said, man, about that you got to adapt to your players, man. You know, you may want to play a certain style, but if you don't have those, those horses, man, then sometimes, I'm putting like this. A lot of times coaches mess themselves up being stuck to a system. You know, this is where I do things. I'm not going to change, whatever. Okay, you get your butt beat by 20, 30, get them L's, but it's all good. Hey, Coach Smith, man, don't fall asleep on me, Coach. Coach, what's your offensive, defensive philosophy, Coach Smith, and how you like to play?
Well, I just kind of keep it simple, man. When it comes to offense, our defense is our offense.
Okay.
Create turnovers, have more possessions, the more opportunities you're going to be able to score. Man, I come from an era to where, we been around there, man. We had guys make 100 threes, 2-3 guys out there. We gonna let it fly, man. That's what we do. So we gonna do always. We're gonna play really fast. What I'm not doing is changing the way that Madison has played before I got there. All that stays the same. Nothing has changed. When it comes to that, we're still gonna do 94-50. We're gonna be up in you. More than anything is being overly tough and aggressive the entire game. And just teaching those principles, the things that I've learned as a defensive coach over the past, I took over the defense at Kimball in 2019.
Okay.
So, what we were doing, it works, So like I tell the kids all the time, you just buy into what's being taught, we'll be fine. But that aspect of it, like I say, just defense creates offense, up style, tempo, playing fast, creating turnovers. My job as a coach is to make sure that I'm actually putting together a great game plan defensively. If we do what we're supposed to do defensively, offensive take care of itself. But I like to have fun, man. I want them to put on a show. So, that's kind of how I was just brought into this thing about making sure it's a show. We're going to give you that.
Okay. So when Madison play, bring that popcorn, baby. Bring that popcorn.
Bring it.
All right, man. All right. Once again, man, TaylorMade Hoops Coaches Corner, man. I got 3 of the best young coaches, both in new spots for the first year. We've been talking about a few things. We talked about the background now. Got to talk about the offensive defensive philosophy. Now we're gonna talk about the new teams and different things as far as that aspect goes. All right, I'm gonna start off, man, with Coach Booker. Coach Booker, I know you had a new team. You had Rowlett High School. We've been talking a little bit off camera. I know you're loving it there, Coach. You're loving it there, man. But what are your expectations for the season, Coach? Playoff, state championship. What are your expectations for this team being in your first year, Coach Booker?
Man, whenever I'm coaching, whenever I get going, I'm always in it to win it.
Okay.
Expectations are always going to be stay. I mean, that's what you're looking for. Building this team, getting this team going and getting them how to play, how I want to play, and building them in my image. I look forward to it being an exciting and great season. I think they missed the playoffs last year. We're hoping to get the playoffs, sniff the playoffs, and make a good run in it. Being a 6A is going to be a different challenge for me. But I'm up for the challenge. It should be a nice year for me.
Okay. You spoke, Coach Booker, man. You spoke of some of the challenges, man. I know I didn't. I didn't send this question to you, but I ain't gonna catch you off guard, man. But so, what do you feel are some of the challenges that you may have, Coach Booker? Coming from Dallas High, you coming from 4A, moving up to 6A, Coach. What are some of the challenges that you may occur?
That's a good question. I haven't ran into a bad challenge yet. Some of the good challenges I ran into is number of kids.
Okay.
I've been blessed to have a gym full of kids throughout this process. I got more staff. So that's the thing. I mean, I guess being in the district I came from with Carter, with Pinkston, with Coach Griffin, Coach Love, Coach Patterson, Coach Mason at North Dallas, Coach Billups at Hutch. That district was tough. It was
Oh yeah.
man, we may have been 4A, but it was a big heavyweight fight every night.
Yes, sir.
We would be remiss if we was an undercard on any battle. It was a battle every night. And I feel that being in that district has prepared me to be able to get my kids tough enough to be able to battle in the 6A division. When I was at Roosevelt, we played many of 6A teams and throughout the season. So I feel that way it won't be too much difference. It's just getting in to get my feet wet and let's get going.
Okay. So now, sound like you got some good challenges. What you say, Coach? You got a gym full of kids and more staff. You got to do everything on your own, man. I feel you on that, Coach. All right, hey, Coach Griffin, don't fall asleep on me, Coach Griffin, man. I know you back at your alma mater, Coach. You know Lincoln, man, got heavy expectations, man. So let me ask this, Coach Griffin, what are your expectations for the season, Coach? Playoffs, state championship? How you feeling over there? Over at your alma mater, Coach Griffin?
Yeah, man. So, man, like I tell the team all the time, man, you know, the goal is to win state, man. You know, I always tell them, man, Lincoln was a place where when I was in high school, a little bit before me, a little bit after me, you know, it was on the scale of Duncanvilles and DeSoto's and Lancasters. And, you know, a lot of guys from those areas often came to Lincoln to be a part of that rich winning tradition. So that's my goal, man. I tell them, you know, the goal is to win state and make this a place where, you know, it's on the caliber of those programs. But like Booger said, man, coaching in this district, especially coaching against these coaches, man, like Coach Booker, man, like they made me better over the years because getting ready for them, game prepping, man, it's hell. So, you know, you really got to buckle down and get ready for them. And I try to make sure I get my boys ready. And you know, a little thing I do, you know, all my guys, they gonna run cross country. So, you know, I tell them fourth quarter come, we're gonna look over on that other side and we're gonna see them tugging them shorts, and we're gonna be standing straight up, ready to run some more in the fourth quarter. So I'm real big on making sure our kids is in shape, that we strong in the weight room, and just, you know, using those other coaches to help me better to prepare. And the goal is state, and that's what it's gonna be until we get it. And when we get it, you know, the goal is to put us back on that national scale like we was when we went 40-0 with the Chris Bosh and the Beehives and Byron Eatons, man. So yeah, that's the goal. That's the plan.
Okay. Coach Smith, man, same question, Coach. I know you're a new spot, Coach, and you were at a similar spot, kind of similar to where Coach Griff's at Lincoln, man, where you got high expectations, man. You know how it go. I ain't gonna put words in your mouth, man, but what are your expectations for this year team? Playoff, state championship, Coach Smith?
Well, to be honest, man, I was hired to win state championships, and that's the expectation at the school. If we don't go, it's on me. It's my fault. I'll never take responsibility for saying, "Oh, it's on the kids." You know, it's me. It's me. So, in order for them to win, I have to have them prepared. We have to make sure that we're doing the right things, executing and playing the way that we need to play the Trojan way, and doing it the right way. And I think we'll be fine. Other than that, yeah, we are a little young this year, but at the end of the day, you know, it's on me, and that's the expectation. Like I told them, that's my job, is to get them there by any means necessary. So I have to make sure that I'm doing my job on a daily basis, and whatever I'm doing, I still got to do more than what I've been doing. So I'm always just holding myself accountable, keeping pressure on myself to make sure that I stay on course to what we need to make sure that we're achieving.
Oh yeah. You know, I gotta tease you, man. You know, if you ain't winning, man, my barber is your number one Madison fan, Grover Washington, man. Grover gonna be yelling at you, man. He gonna be telling me, man, you come here, man, that boy, Nick Smith, brother, over there, I think we got the boy, you know.
Hey, man, Grover hit me up at least once a week already.
Oh yeah,
Once a
already,
week we
man.
gonna talk.
Oh, he
Yeah.
gonna tell you, hey, you got some advice for what you need to be doing, huh? He the coach, baby.
He's a good guy, man. I like him a lot, man.
No,
He's
he is,
been
no, he
very
is, man.
helpful with a lot of stuff. And
No, he is, man.
like
He
out
is.
over there. So, but like I just said, man, that's just the expectation. That's how it was when I was at Kimball. It was going to state
Okay.
every year. So, you know, and also too, when you go a few times, man, you get spoiled. You be, you know, that's all you be like, no, that's what I'm trying to do every year. So in
Mhm.
order to get there, when you see how to get there, all it takes is one time going. You like, okay, I see what we got to do to get there. And now it's about when you get there, can we win it? So
Mhm.
hopefully, you know, we're blessed to be able to do that, and we stay injury free this year. We should be able to we should be able to do what we need to do, man. But I just have to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do to make sure that they get there.
All right, all right. Well, once again, man, I'm glad to have these three young coaches on, man. TaylorMade Hoops Coaches Corner, Coach Gerald Smith, head coach at Madison High School, Coach Cedric Griffin, head coach at Lincoln High School, and Coach Booker over at Rowlett High School. Last question, guys. I'm gonna get you out of here, man. You know, hey, we got to know what's going on. We all talked about it's about players, baby. It's about players, and we know we got these college coaches watching, man. I'm glad that somebody listened to what I got to say. But anyway, man, let me ask this question, man. I'm gonna start with Coach Booker. Coach Booker, who are some tailor-made picks over there that you got over there at Raleigh? Who are some players that college coaches need to be putting their eyes on over there in their gym? You say you got a gym full of players, Coach. You got some college prospects over there. Who you got, Coach?
We got a nice group, a real nice sophomore group. We played at the Carter shootout a couple of weeks ago. You were there. You were able to talk with Bryson McManigal. He's
Mm-hmm.
6'5" sophomore, still growing, still improving. My personal opinion reminds me a lot of Jeffrey Curl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know who remembers Jeffrey Curl in
Oh, I remember
2013,
Jeff.
but it
Yes,
reminds
sir.
me a lot
Yes,
of
sir.
Jeffrey Curl. Another one you took a picture of, he's a bit unknown now, but he made a name for himself, was Justin Atkinson. I don't know who follows me on social media, but we played in the Great American Shootout. He's the kid that came down the lane and had the dunk.
Yes,
He's a
sir.
sophomore as well, 6'1". And he can light it up. He's been pretty under the radar, but I got a feeling after this season and a good summer, a lot of people in the Metroplex and state will know that kid, that name, Justin Atkinson. We got Kadarian Urani over there. A lot of them know him. He received an offer from Mississippi State this summer. He's a sophomore,
Mm-hmm.
6'3" guard. And I have two other sophomores on the football field right now. Both are 6'5". One's a point guard, one's a wing. Jordan
Mm-hmm.
Jones, and both of them play receivers. Jordan Jones,
Mm-hmm.
6'5" point guard, and Braylon Griffith, a 6'5" wing forward. So that 2027 class is loaded for me. I got a nice senior, 6'7", very raw talent. Yeah, one reason why I messed with you came when I was at Roosevelt. And I was telling you about Gunrin King.
Yes, sir.
He reminds me a lot of Gunrin, with a little bit
Ooh-wee.
more oomph in him. He's 6'7", runs the flow, blocks shots, and looks to finish above the rim. I'm just excited about this group of kids. A lot of prospects, things at Rowlett.
Oh, Coach, man, Coach, Coach, I got, hey, Coach, I'm serious, man. You know, I always cover that district, man. I got to make sure I come to some games, man. That's gonna be exciting, man. And like you say, good thing is, Coach, man, you young, but you're good. You know, a lot of times, Coach say they're young, but they might not be that good. You young, you got some, like you say, you got some potential, some guys that can play, man. So I look forward to checking those guys out, Book, man. And I always appreciate you, man. You invite me, appreciate your support, Book. Uh, Coach Griff, man, over in South Dallas, baby. Tell me over there, baby, on Hatcher Road. What you got over there, Coach? Who's some tailor-made picks, Coach Griff? Who you got, man?
Oh man, we got a strong 26 class junior group,
Okay.
spearheaded by a kid named Zachary Bennett, 6'4" guard, man, wing that can light it up from the outside, becoming a better attacker, finisher around the rim. We also got a kid by Jacorian. Man, this kid is a Jacorian Jackson, highlight reel, man. He gonna go down, he gonna run the lane to get a dunk, and then he gonna run back down and get a chase down block in the same possession by 6'5". He's getting better every day, man. He's becoming better on the ball as far as ball handling and shooting the ball, standstill threes. We got a good sophomore, Hakeem Howard, man. That's really silky smooth, man. He's he don't know it, but I look at him like he got a lot of Jamal Crawford in him.
Hmm.
He got a lot of wizardry with the basketball, and he can make the right play, and he can shoot it, man. So he's gonna have a real breakout sophomore year. And yeah, man, just some dark horses, man. I got a kid, um, oh shit. I got a lot of them, man. That junior class, they loaded. It's a loaded 26 class.
Okay.
Kid named
Okay.
Markeith Houston, man. He can shoot it from deep, from everywhere. He hurt us a couple of times. We played him. And since I've been with him, I've been noticing he could do a lot more. So I've been pushing him and urging him to do a lot more. So he another guy that's gonna creep up that can have a great breakout junior year.
Okay, man. Seem like, man, you got it rolling over there, man. Over there, keeping that tradition going over there in South Dallas and Lincoln High School, man. Yes, sir, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
Glad to hear that, Coach Griff. Hey, Coach Smith, man, don't fall asleep on me, baby. Tell me who's some tailor-made picks that you got over there at the Great James Madison, some college prospects, some players that college coaches need to be putting their eyes on, Coach Smith.
Okay, it's I have a 2026 player by the name of Darius Hooks. He plays the shooting guard position. Was on varsity last year as a sophomore. Pretty much, man, he does it all. He rebounds, runs the floor, shoots the three, can put it on the ground, can pass, plays
Mm-hmm.
hard. He's one of the better defenders on the team. He can really defend. He can guard multiple positions, as well as 6'9" kid by the name of Kevin Washington. He's 6'9". He can actually probably one of my best 3-point shooters on the team.
Okay.
I said, but still raw, still developing. He's working really hard, doing what he's supposed to be doing. I have another kid by the name of Music. Goes by the name of his name. He goes by the name of Music, but his name is Christopher Watts. Now he can like that. He can really shoot. He can score. He can get downhill. He can do some of everything. Got a kid by the name of Todrick Wilson, strong, tough point guard. Kind of reminds me of like Rick Ragland.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
type of
Yeah. I
guard.
remember Rick.
He's going to
Yep.
defend. If
Mm-hmm.
he's open, he can knock down the three, but he's not going to shoot a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Tough, has a really nice build to him, man. He can really defending is like his first thing that he does. And 2027 by the name of Aiden Dirk. Aiden Dirk, and he's a point guard, but he also can play off the ball as well. Makes really good decisions. He's one of those guys that can always come out and get 12 and have 6 assists, 5 to 6 assists, because he's going to always find guys. If he can't get what he wants offensively, he's going to always make the right pass.
Okay.
But right
Well,
now,
man,
we probably have 8 guys in that 2026 class.
whoa.
Yeah, 2026 class is really deep. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
go. I got that 26 class. I forgot Montrell Horner. I got, man, lefty. Cat quick little guard, man, about 6 foot, man, can get to the cup. Like 26 class we got at Lincoln is deep and it's strong. So I feel what you're saying.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, and it sounds like, man, fellas coming into your first year. Sometimes, you got to kind of take, what you inherited, what have you. But it seems like, guys, that y'all have a good young core, and that's always a good thing, when you're starting off your first year, to your program. 'Cause like you say, no matter how talented you are, Griff, Smith, and Coach Booker, you still got to instill, what Coach Booker alluded to before, you still got to instill your personality, your philosophies, the way you like to play, with those guys. So it looks like hopefully, speaking with you guys, off camera, most of y'all been telling me that the kids been receptive, to far as, you guys coming in, which is always a good thing, coachable group of guys, man. That's always a good thing for a coach. But guys, I'm not gonna hold you up, man. TaylorMade Hoops Coach's Corner, where I had Coach Cedric Griffin, head coach at Lincoln High School, Coach Gerald Booker, head coach at Rowlett High School, and Coach Gerald Smith, the great James Madison High School. Before we leave, guys, Coach Griff, since I looking at you, talking with you, Coach, go ahead and let everybody know how they get in touch with you, and also how they can maybe follow your team and things that sort of your social media handles or any other personal information you want to give out, Coach.
Oh man, team handle on Twitter, Instagram is Tiger Tough. On both platforms. For me on both platforms, Cedric Griffin 14 on Instagram and Twitter, and just Cedric Griffin on Facebook. But yeah, that's how you can get at me and the team.
Okay. Coach Booker, Coach, what's the way we get in contact with you, Coach? If the college coaches or whoever, may want to get in contact with you. Kid looking for a new home, wherever the case may be, Coach. What's your team page and your personal information, whatever you like to give out, Coach Booker?
The Rowlett basketball Instagram page is at Let Hoops. That's LETT Hoops. You can also get at me at GD Booker, GDBOOKER. That's Instagram and Twitter. It's Gerald Booker Jr. on Facebook. As well as reach out to my assistant, Coach Bell, Rowlett as well. He does a lot of my recruiting stuff as well with the college coaches. He does a great job.
Man, Coach Booker, I gotta teach you, man. You big time, man. You got a coach down your staff. You got so many coaches here. You got a coach you designated as your recruiter. Y'all heard this, y'all, man. Before Booker, I gotta tease him.
Big things over there.
Hey, big time, Coach Smith. Hey, Coach Griff, my boy, big time.
Big time.
Hey, I ain't mad at him, man. He still owe me a dinner.
I owe you too.
Yeah.
Oh, you for taking it easy on me all them times you had them moves, man.
Hey, Coach Smith, man, go ahead and let everybody know, Coach, how they get in contact with you, and also, your team, any personal information, Coach Smith, you'd like to give out.
Well, I can be reached on Facebook at Gerald MED. Okay, on Facebook, on IG, you can find me at Gerald_Monday, which I'm end up changing since I'm a head coach now. So I'm in, just getting a whole new one. For us on Instagram, if you want to follow the boys basketball program, it's TGJM_hoops. And that's for Instagram. And for Twitter, it is TGJMBall. So TGJMBBALL. That's how you can find us on Twitter as well. And then you can also come down to 3000 MLK Boulevard.
I like that, Smith.
Hey, I'm gonna tell the college coaches, man, honestly, man, hey, you can kill two birds with one stone. Stop at Williams Chicken, get your 2-piece, go holler at Gerald Smith over at Madison, then walk about a mile, not even that far, and go holler at Coach Griffin over there in Lincoln, man. Get you some players, baby. Get you some players. Get your players. Hey, and I can't forget about you, man. Then on your way out, jump on I-30, baby. You might have to come over that bridge or whatever. Make sure your tags is good and all that. Come on down to Rowlett, man. Come holler at Coach Booker, man. He got some players in Rowlett, man. Hey man, I just want to
change the scenery and environment. Go right off the lake.
Oh, hey man. Hey, I stay out this way, man. I know how nice it is out here, Book. I know how nice it's out here, man. Hey man, I appreciate all of y'all, man. I really do, man. I like to tease y'all, man, because like I said, this is the type of show I want to have. Hey, just coaches just hanging out, man. Talking basketball, man. Trying to help the kids. And I hope any of this what I've done, I hope it's beneficial to all you guys' program, man. I hope I'm helping, man. Not hurting. I want to be part of the solution, not the problem, man. Help these kids get what they need to be, man. At the end of the day, I appreciate you guys supporting me, man. Once again, this has been TaylorMade Hoops Coach's Corner. I've been on with had my main man, Coach Gerald Booker, Rowlett High School, Coach Gerald Smith from the great James Madison High School, and Coach Cedric Griffin from Lincoln High School. Hey, good luck on your season, guys. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with TaylorMade Hoops, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, Taylor, I appreciate it, man.
Yes,
hey, appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you, man.
Y'all good luck this year too, Griff.
Hey,
All right,
y'all,
good luck
good
to you
luck,
fellas,
man.
man. Y'all have a good one.
Hey
Sure.
man, I gotta teach y'all. Hey, before we leave, I gotta teach y'all. Hey man, y'all say y'all love me, whatever. Hey man, if I ever need a job, I'm calling y'all, man. If I want to get
Oh, we
back
got
coach,
you.
I'm calling one of y'all, man. I'm calling one of y'all, man.
Hey, we got
So
you.
Hey,
I
yeah,
got you.
one thing I know you're gonna do is work, and I just like having
Yes.
people that work around me, man.
That's
Hey,
it.
I had already offered Ed a job.
Hey,
Shit.
that's it. That's it.
hey, man. Hey, if not, I may forgot some X-Nose, man. One thing about it, hey, Gerald, hey, you might put me as your assistant recruiting coordinator, man. I could pub your program, man, and help you get some players, baby. I could do that.
Hey, I'm not saying no to it.
Hey, man, appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate y'all putting up with me, man. Appreciate you guys. Good luck on the season once again, fellas.
All right, thank you. Have a good
Okay.
one.
All right, man.